What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Indescribable, aka Jerrilyn Lake. Of course, checking in with my bestie,
Lene Monet, and you are listening to the She Said It First podcast, an Urban One podcast on the Urban One Podcast Network. Period.
Black Cat, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, we kind of got this thing down pat.
I know, we did that.
Kind of got it down pat now. Let's not even waste time. Let's just jump straight into it today. First of all, we're going to talk about what irritated us this week, friend. And,
that part.
And because today is Election Tuesday, I want to speak directly to the undecided voters.
Come on, speak.
It's giving racist because if you don't know by now, the man has offended every group known to man.
No, seriously, Jerrilyn.
And I'm not gonna say any names. I don't want to point fingers, but Donald Trump has been very
vocal,
racist, very bigoted, very sexist, very not presidential. Let's just say that.
Maybe more like a what? A felon?
Felony. It's giving felonies.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
It's giving 34 counts. So yeah, that's what irritated me this week. And I hope sincerely that everybody got up and did their due diligence, research candidates, because the presidency is not just the only thing that we're voting for. There are multiple other lower level offices that directly affect your day-to-day life that were on up for grabs this year. A lot of people running the incumbent, a lot of Republicans. Now, I'm not the one to say go up in there and vote Democrat all the way down. I'm not telling you that. What I'm saying is do your due diligence, get the information that you need to make an informed decision, and show up to perform your civic duty. Make sure y'all voted.
Yes, ma'am. I love where you went with that. I don't think I have anything to contribute outside of I agree with everything you just said. But I do want to pose a question, friend. And I know we ain't quite in it, but since we talk about it, can you be friends with someone who is voting for Trump?
Absolutely not.
I would like to hear
Absolutely not, because it's not just a difference of opinion. Okay. We can say that I like sweet potato pie and you like pumpkin pie. Okay, difference of opinion. You like brown lipstick, I like pink lipstick. Okay, difference of opinion. You're in favor of forcing women to birth children that could take their lives.
Yes.
I can't agree with that. And if you agree with it, then to me, something is fundamentally wrong with you, and I prefer not to associate with you. I can't trust that you will have my best interest at heart if I'm spending time with you or doing business with you or trying to be your friend. So, honey, listen, I
just saw that, and I was just thinking to myself, because I did catch a little wind from a good friend of mine of who they may have been voting for. And it definitely had me raise a whole eyebrow. You know what I mean? And I didn't think that I would do that. You know what I mean? Like you said, difference of opinions. But for some reason, when this person told me that, it definitely like, oh, now I'm a little bit looking at you different. And I never looked at you like that before. But now I'm like, I don't know. So I wanted to bring it to you to see if you could still be friends with someone. And this is someone you already been friends with. Like, could you continue the friendship, or would this taint the friendship?
Baby, I see you when I see you. and I don't plan on seeing you. Because no, you gotta think, this is like, there are things that call into question a certain group of people's humanity. Like that's not no light situation. You know what I'm saying? So it's about protecting women. It's about protecting children. It's about protecting the American people. And unfortunately, a lot of them have placed their party above the people, and that's never okay. At the end of the day, if you're running for president, you got to be president of everybody in the country. And if you are consciously making decisions that go against the best interests of a certain group of people, then it's not giving liberty and justice for all. We might as well take it back to 1903.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. Okay, you helping me put some things into perspective, so I appreciate that.
But just to simplify it ain't nothing to cut that out.
Yeah.
Hey. Sometimes you gotta cut it out.
No, for real. No, seriously, it's bad.
So is that what irritated you this week, or did you have something different?
Well, a lot happened this week. That was one of the things that raised the eyebrow. Okay. But girl, I have a crazy neighbor. Mind you, friend, I just moved here. I only been here for 2 months. I didn't even get to tell you about this, friend. I've been going through it. Oh my God. Every time I pull up, she yelling out the window, cussing me out. Never met her, never seen her, girl. Just be going off, cussing me out, girl. Like for real. Girl, like before everything else happened, girl, she was saying, I'm having an opioid overdose and everybody out here doing nothing about it. And girl, I didn't know what to do. So I called the police. You know what I did, okay? I called the police because somebody need to get to the bikini bottom of what's going on.
I'm glad it fell because you tried to fuck on her.
Yeah, I sure enough did. Arrested on site, okay? Get her out of here. Baby, locked her right on up. Baby. Don't play with me. I called the 911. I like to report an emergency, okay? I don't feel safe in my own home. I sure did. Locked her up, baby. Ain't seen her since last Thursday. Look, you got to be careful because you know who you're dealing with. God don't play about me. That's just what it is. But in reality, though, she was having a mental episode, girl. She had snapped. It was a whole situation.
My gosh. Well, the only thing that scares me about that is that a lot of the police officers are not trained to handle men or women going through mental health crises. And so instead of showing compassion and getting them the mental help that they need, they just use unnecessary force, which is what they've been doing. Which brings me back to my first point.
That's not what happened, though. I just want to put that out. I just want to make sure we're not doing that shit.
But I'm just saying, don't be doing that to people if that's what you're doing, you know, because you could be possibly setting them up to, you know, we know the names. We've heard of Sandra Bland and Freddie Gray and you know, so many, Breonna Taylor, oh my God, George Floyd, so many different people who have come in contact with the police, and because they, you know, I don't know if it's a lack of training, if the training is outdated, or they're paid another, I don't know. But I would be concerned too, because cussing me out, why you not cussing everybody else out?
Girl, she cussing everybody else out though. It was bad. It was bad.
Also, she just out there.
Yes, it was bad. Like she really went on a whole trip. She was outside stumbling, like fumbling over her work. It was bad. Like she needed some psychiatric help. So I'm just glad, even though I did call the police on her, I don't regret it because she was definitely handled with care. That's what I do want to put out there. She was handled with care, and she was taken to the hospital.
Okay,
which is great.
That's good.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, prayers and thoughts and all the things.
Prayers, sorrow
to that woman, and hopefully she gets the help that she needs. But it's time to have a discussion, friend. And I just need you to ask me,
girl, what happened?
I'm so glad you asked, child. Breakfast Club radio host DJ Envy is under fire, child, because for Halloween he thought that it would be, I don't know, cute, or it would be paying homage to Lil Kim to have his 8-year-old daughter dress up as her for Halloween. And there's a video where she was singing the song "Crush on You." Now, if you understand the lyrics to that song, you know it's not really kid friendly. So social media just turned upside down, looking at the content. And so, very important question. Number one, do we think the costume is appropriate or not? I think it's very clear. The costume was inappropriate. And people are like, well, should we blame her or the parents? I can tell you right now, I don't know nothing about them people, but I can tell you that girl did not go to them and say, I want to be Lil Kim.
Thank you. I promise you. I
know she didn't say that. So I'm trying to figure out what was the decision-making process like. What made you say, and then this is not, it'll be different if you picked like Alicia Keys, maybe, even though she got
the Brad, Missy Elliott. Like you could have picked you could have did Nicki Minaj and just did the pink bang wig. Why Lil Kim? Why?
And that particular song, and I don't know, I guess maybe there's a deeper, you know, I'd be overthinking stuff because the costume I think was inappropriate.
So
but also, when we think about the women that she could have dressed up as, we're mentioning other artists who also have sexually explicit lyrics.
That's
and so I'm just like, is it the music?
Is it the music or is it the outfit? I feel like it's both. It's definitely
they didn't have to put no song on. They could have next time dress the baby up as Shirley Chisholm, the first black woman to be elected.
Girl, exactly. And what happened to Baby Shark?
I mean, listen,
people don't do that.
Ain't no more Baby Shark.
Like, why she couldn't dress up as Baby Shark or Gracie's Corner? My God, like
I love Gracie's Corner.
Me too. Girl.
First of all,
yum.
Grace's corner.
Yum. I do the best.
Listen, I am way too old to be as invested in Grace's corner as I am. But the fact that we at 35 years old know what it is and can recite lyrics, y'all got to do better. Y'all have to do better. And then it's not saying that you should take responsibility for anybody else and how they perceive your kid on social media, but people are weirdos. And you could be creating content for, like, AI is crazy. And I would hate to think that somebody take your daughter's picture and use it in the wrong way.
Lord have mercy.
So
Jesus.
just DJ Envy.
I would hate that as well.
DJ Envy, you gotta not do that.
But why couldn't the mother be Lil Kim? Like, I'm just confused why she had to be Lil Kim. Like, why couldn't mom be Lil Kim? And then another thing I want to talk about is, how could you look at your daughter and say that that's okay? You're a man, a male. How could you even want your 8-year-old to be exploited on the internet, Lil Kim or not? Like, it don't matter. The minute I would have seen my child in a tube top with a little shirt and a little skirt, I would have been disgusted. Like, why didn't that ring any bells for you or mom? Like, people talk about how kids are on the internet doing things they don't have no business doing, talking about what they don't need to be talking about, but then you create this type of content that we're trying to get off of line. You putting it online. So to me, it's just very interesting how even seeing your 8-year-old in that costume didn't make you be like, hold up, wait a minute, let me rethink this, because this doesn't even feel right to me as a parent. That's what's throwing me off. Why did?
Well, there's another side of it that says that people should not be sexualizing little girls, because let's be clear, people should be able to wear whatever they want. But I just think the relationship to Lil Kim was just, it was too big of a jump. If we could have did Penny Proud, or, you know, Kim Possible or something like that, that might have been more of speed, but I think that the child was just too young. But let's talk about that for a minute. Let's talk about the over-sexualization of small children, because we see it all the time. And I want to, this is something that my brother actually brought to me. When I was in Kansas City visiting him, I took my nephew trick-or-treating, and he wanted to be a ninja, so I dressed up as Chun-Li. Everybody knows Chun-Li.
So cute.
Street Fighter, a 30-year-old video game that we used to play. And so as I was taking him trick-or-treating, I was getting recognized as Chun-Li. And so we went on this hayride. It was multiple people, plenty of people. We went on this hayride, and this lady said, girl, if I dressed like that, my husband wouldn't have left town this weekend. And we all, we kind of laughed about it. But then a light went off in my head. I was like, why would she say that? And so once we got alone, my brother was like, well, you got to think, the only people that was recognizing you was older men. Wow. And I said, wait, that's true. And even if other people did recognize me, mostly men said something to me. They were like, oh, Chun-Li, I know that. And so now we have this thing where, oh my God, I've been sexualized all night long. And I just thought I was.
And you didn't even realize.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you didn't even know.
But that's what they do, though. They hypersexualize women in TV, film, video games, music, all the things. And so I just think it was a poor judgment call to put this 8-year-old in this costume. There were just millions of other ideas. Like it was millions of other ideas, and it just didn't have to be Lil Kim.
It was. And you DJ Envy, it's not like you was fishing for likes and comments. Like you don't have to do that. You already got the public stature that you want. You already have the following. So it's just weird that, like, I feel like you did that for views. That's weird because you don't need them. So I'm confused.
Like you said, I mean, I think we all did. Like, everybody dressed up for Halloween. If you dressed up, you did it not necessarily for attention, but you wanted to have a good time. You knew you would be social with other people, like for engagement, right? Yeah. And there just was another way. Like that just Lil Kim was just that was a lot.
Like, why
that was a lot, friend.
And I love Lil Kim because somebody would take this and misconstrue it and try to make it seem like we're bashing Lil Kim. Like, please pay attention to what we're talking about. An 8-year-old dressing up as Lil Kim. This is the person who came out on stage with her boob out and a pasty on it at a award show. Okay, she might as well have had that outfit on, to be honest with you. Are you okay with your 8-year-old child or your minor walking around in Lil Kim outfits. This is what we're talking about in the lyrics and what she's saying. Are you okay with that? I don't want people to think we bashing Lil Kim because I love Lil Kim, but I don't like Lil Kim on an 8-year-old. Not at all. So it
was just way too far. And so hopefully they learn from this. I think the post has since been removed, but the internet is forever. So you won't be scraping that anytime soon. But in keeping with super famous rap girlies, our girl Megan Thee Stallion, just dropped the album. It was great. We loved it. She was on tour. She was hanging out with Kamala Harris. Hotties for Harris. We love that part. But we found out that our girl lied to Gayle King. And I think, so, she has her documentary coming out, Megan Thee Stallion, in her own words. It's streaming on Amazon Prime. And I love that she did this because it's just like a behind the scenes look of everything that she was going through as she was, within the trial against Tory Lanez. So I think the thing that is bothering me the most is that people are saying that, oh, well, if she lied about sleeping with Tory, she probably lied about who shot her. And I'm saying,
what?
Gayle King is not a court of law.
Thank you. I'm like, who is Gayle? Who that woman that we owe her so much? She ain't Oprah. I mean, I ain't saying Oprah is God, but I'm gonna tell you now, she ain't no Oprah though. Okay, she didn't go talk to Oprah. Right. So I'm like, who is Gayle? She don't owe Gayle no loyalty. For one, she was there to talk about getting shot. Period. Like, I'm so tired of people just trying to, I just feel like she has endured a lot. I do have a soft spot for Megan because of how people treated her the minute she got shot. People did not even give her a second to even go through rehab, learn how to walk again, get through, pay the hospital bill, baby. They was on the heel of her toes, okay? The minute she said she got shot. So I just don't like how people treated her. So I do have a soft spot for her. She did not owe Gayle any explanation. And that's very uncomfortable. I think she played her cards right because the minute, although y'all was already discrediting her, the minute she said she slept with that man, nobody would have listened to anything else she said from here on out. They would have never heard nothing else but that she slept with Tory Lanez. And so she deserved to get shot. People would have said all types of wild stuff. I think she played the hand that was best fitting to what she had going on and keeping the focus on what was at hand, which was that someone actually shot her and should be locked up. And he should.
And that's what we need to do. Like, of course, people get scrutinized in the court of public opinion, but it's just that, the court of public opinion. And so we have to allow the justice system, as flawed as it may be at times, we have to allow these people to do their investigative research and let the proof, the evidence, determine who is going to jail. The reason Tory is in jail is because he's guilty. The reason R. Kelly's in jail is because he's guilty.
Come on.
He wants to jail because he's guilty now. I don't know why Trump not in jail.
I don't know either.
Might got something to do with him being of the Caucasian persuasion. And so, and this, you know what? I'm glad we on this train of thought. Look at my ADHD kicking in. I feel like when people say free Tory Lanez or free R. Kelly and they come to the defense of people like Diddy and folks that have abused women for years, I believe they don't. Well, they'll say things like, well, so-and-so is free and so-and-so got off. You don't really want women protected. You just want black men to get off for the same things that white men get off for. And honey, let me tell you, in case you hadn't passed by a mirror today, you can't do what the white men do because you're not white. And it's not fair. It's not right.
And that's just the reality.
That's how it is.
That's the reality. I agree with you 100%. I hate when people compare. I think people do a lot of deflecting. They hate to stay on topic. They can't stay on topic to save their life because staying on topic allows you to really pay attention to what's going on in the world. And we are not doing well. We are out here running amok. The things that have come out about what Diddy has done, about what R. Kelly has done, about Bill Cosby and Tory, you guys listen to it. Just make your decision based on what's factual. Stop trying to worry about what this person got away with. And literally, when I was a kid, my mother would say this to me. So if Sarah jump off a building, you gonna jump off a building? Hell no, I ain't gonna jump off no building. Matter of fact, I don't even know Sarah no more. You know what I'm saying? Anybody jumping off a building ain't no friend of mine. So Sarah, Sarah getting away with stuff don't mean that I need to be getting away with stuff.
Listen, okay? Sarah might survive. You might not. So
come on.
Talk about that part. Sarah got a different set of rules that she play by in this game called life. And I think people just
let's
be cognizant of that. Like that, like stop making it be, like you said, comparing it and making it a competition. I don't want any people that abuse and mistreat women to be free and walk in the street.
Thank you.
I hope they all go to jail.
Agreed.
I really do. So I don't
agree.
know why.
But if they don't sit up there and make it seem like because they didn't, they shouldn't. Absolutely not. Like, that's not what we gonna do.
Lock them all up. Because people are saying that because Megan lied, Tory need to be out of jail. I said, listen, her lying about having sex with him don't mean he didn't shoot her. Thank you.
And we know he shot her because we got video of like the helicopters and the police officers and they got the gun.
We got ballistic reports and all these other things. Like the investigators are doing their job. And I think it's insulting to suggest that people are conspiring to take Tory Lanez down when you weren't that big of a star when it happened. If we're being honest, Tory had some cool tunes or whatever.
He did have some bars.
But during the pandemic, when they was doing, the little radio, pandemic radio, whatever it was they was doing, Megan definitely elevated that platform. And so I don't think people are like, take Tory Lanez down for what? He's already as close to the ground as he's gonna get. He's like 5'2".
Shut up.
You know what?
Jerrilyn, please.
Because you didn't ask me
that. Please.
Because you did not ask me that. You right.
Because he is down there. He is down there. You know what I'm saying? But
when they go low, we go Tory Lanez. Okay, so okay, that's my last one. That's my last one. Oh my gosh. So, shout out to the city of Atlanta because Thugger done came home. He's no longer in prison. And people have a lot to say about what he got going on because they saying that he ain't free for real. He got to do probation. He got to do mandatory speaking at like drug-free programs and all of this stuff. He's been banned from the Metro Atlanta area. With the exception of weddings, funerals, graduations, and serious illness of an immediate family member. So when I say restrictions, I'm saying restrictions. And people are kind of pissed about it. But
are they going to go visit him? It's always somebody in the comments that think they got his address. What are you mad about?
What are you mad about? And they want to go. Not in the city of Atlanta, you won't. You better take it to Conyers or take it to Douglasville or something, but you won't be in Metro Atlanta. But I think it's a significant conversation. Like the man pled guilty because he had to. There was enough incriminating evidence, enough people snitched. There was enough documentation. The song lyrics didn't help. Like, baby, you got to go to jail. And so be grateful that you're not still in prison, even though the trial that was a long RICO trial. It was like what, 2 years?
That was such a long trial.
So that man,
girl, it was entertaining though. It was very. Did you watch?
I watched some of the people that some of the witnesses that they called, and I just couldn't help thinking like this like from that to the election to the pandering to Black people for their votes. Like it's insane where America is right now.
I know.
And it's like I want better for us. But the craziest thing, his dad had something to say.
Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off.
Because y'all the ones want to hear it. So if y'all want to hear the audio, we gonna play the audio. His dad had said, this is what his father had to say about hearing about his 10-year ban from Atlanta city limits.
Yes, I do.
So how does it feel to hear that he's not allowed to be in Metro?
I'm totally against that because this is where he's from, and to have a district attorney take that away from him, that isn't a resident from here. She's from another state, and to see her take a man away from where he's from to have to go live somewhere else, that's offensive to me. I'm really offended by it.
That's what offended you? Out of all the stuff this man admitted to, that's where you draw the line on offense. And I wasn't a resident.
First of all, that man is the world's best shade tree mechanic. I know it's gonna be $800 for the alternator when I hear it. I know that man be down to the Jiffy Lube telling people, well, I heard another noise. We're gonna have to get that checked out.
Right, okay. Bring me 2/5 and a $20 bill. I'm gonna get you straight about 20 minutes. Come back in about 20-30.
Listen,
20-30.
I know it when I hear it. Sat up there and did all that. But isn't that crazy though that that's what he's concerned about?
That's it. He talk about, he said so much, I can't even get it together. But he gotta move somewhere else other than where he live at. But my thing is this is where he commits crimes. That's why he has to go, because he commits crimes.
Right. Would you allow a person who is addicted to opioids to live in a crack house? Not in any way saying that him committing crimes is an illness, but he clearly can't be trusted in the city of Atlanta, so put him somewhere else. And furthermore, he got money. He got Mariah been on tour for the last how long? He better call his girlfriend, because she the one answering phone calls from the prison during podcast interviews. So call her and see what y'all can put together. It can't, honey, you got way more money than the average person from Atlanta, so find you something to do and somewhere to be before you go. Be glad that you're not still in jail.
Agreed. I know she is ecstatic that now she get to spend time with him in jail, because he's still in jail. He's just at home. So now she get to go to jail with him and be there with him, girl. I never seen somebody so pressed over somebody they hadn't even been with that long. You know what I mean? Like, she was really riding for him. And I don't even think they had been together for a year before she started doing all of this stuff. I would love to say I'm a hopeless romantic, but just based on this, I don't think so, friend.
I'm not interested in anything that lacks hope. I don't want to be involved in nothing hopeless. I'm not telling you now, if you enjoy freedom.
They say I'm hopeless. Hey. What a pity, what a hole in it.
Cause girl, okay, so there's a theme going into the next thing we're gonna talk about, holding people down in the face of pure foolishness. Because I'm telling you right now, you go to jail, as soon as the judge say guilty, baby, it's a wrap. I'm for the streets. And I've let people know this. Listen, I be snitching. Listen, you ain't even got to feed me good in the interrogation room. You can just give me a bag of candy corn, some Popeyes, and a Dr. Pepper. And I'm telling everything that you ever could have thought you might have wanted to know.
Mm-hmm. I'll take a seafood bowl and I'm telling everything I know. Like, just a little seafood bowl with a lobster tail in it. I'm with it. I'm down. Like, what you want to know? I was there for everything.
Right there.
It was that
right
man.
there. Him right there.
Right there.
Knock him up. He's a nuisance. And I'm gonna be the first one up there. They're gonna be sick of me. Not you sending your baby daddy to jail when he should have been doing crimes. And I think that's the bigger conversation.
You have a family.
That's the bigger conversation.
Y'all
were doing the wrong thing. Nobody, everybody, he back home. He finna be in the studio. Not in Atlanta, he won't.
And he can't sing nothing but Jesus loves the little children. What he gonna sing about? Because he ain't got nothing to sing about. He can't sing about nothing.
He's finna get a Gracie Corner feature. That's what he gonna do. Apple.
Okay.
That's what he gonna be in. Because
that's my song.
Listen, the way these people are rallying, I can't believe it. From R. Kelly to Diddy to Cosby to Jeffrey, Thugger. Now, we all love a good Young Thug song, but I'm just if the man is a felon, criminal, like, this is what he do. He need to serve his time. And so I would just be grateful.
Agreed. I'm glad he's talking to them kids, though. I like a part you said about his community service where he got to talk to the children about staying away from guns, about not being in gangs. Because really, truthfully, friend, this is the people that the kids really want to hear from about stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? People who actually lived it. He's a real celebrity. You know, they know who he is. And I'm glad they're forcing him on the right direction, in the right path. You know what I mean? And talking to the kids and telling them, look, You don't want to be in this situation.
Yeah.
10 years on probation is crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, and
but
that
it's
the
needed.
Kids want to hear from
it's
them,
definitely
that these are the people that are encouraging the children to be in the same activity. So, yeah, you need to go. And hopefully the hypocrisy will strike you right in your heart. So true. And you will genuinely make a lifestyle change, and you won't have to deal with this again because, baby, like we have known for years that the street life is not something that you actively want to engage in, but it sounds good in the club, and it looks good on social media. But baby, this man been locked up for literally years and still can't even do nothing. Like he can't go see. Folk got to come visit him. So set up the studio in your bedroom, your basement, your kitchen, whatever you want to do. And if you want to get back to making music, then great, because he's a creative person and he probably want to do that. But child, go on, sir, that time and shut up talking to me. Because you shouldn't have been doing the crimes.
Please,
shouldn't have been doing the crimes.
And you lucky to be out. You are lucky to be out.
That's the part right there. Like, just imagine if them folks said, oh, he got to do 10 years in prison.
Come on.
It's crazy because I don't know if Mariah gonna wait. But
Mariah is just like somebody else we're gonna talk about. I think she gonna beat it.
I was about to say, I know somebody who will wait.
I think she gonna beat it. Mariah about to get pregnant, push out some kids, watch.
And watch.
And then she gonna be online crying. Like, I held him down the whole 2 years he was in jail, and he keep going out with all these other women. Just watch by January. You just watch.
And you know what's unfortunate, Lynee, is that is literally the same story. Like the story don't ever change. Every woman I see in this situation, the story be the same. I held him down. I did all of this. I did all of that. And he still embarrassed me, which brings us to our next story featuring. You know what? I'm so sick of saying this man's name.
Me too, though. I'm so irritated. I almost don't even want you to say it. The Cat in the Hat. That's what I'm gonna call him.
Because he always
Mr. Cat in the Hat.
He always dressed like a Dr. Seuss character. And he always using Dr. Seuss words. Cam Newton, y'all, finally admitted in an interview with Corey Holcomb on his podcast that he has not been faithful to his current girlfriend and mother of his child, Jasmine Brown. Now, we saw Jasmine.
Which one?
Jasmine Brown.
Which mother of the how many kids? Which one you said? What number is this? I'm sorry, I can't follow the story.
No, see.
Which one? The last one or the second? The fourth one. This the fourth. Okay. 8th child, 6th child. Which one was it? I'm sorry, Jerrilyn. My bad.
See that lady? You're trying to. Lynee, I'm trying to report the news now.
My bad. Just trying to stay on. Just trying to stay on what you're talking about. Okay, stay on track. I got it. All right.
Woo, child, but it's a gang of though. Now that's who should have got the RICO, the gang of children. So Cam Newton said that no, he's not been faithful. And this is the 8th child, so that's crazy in itself. You know, a man got 7 children with multiple women, and you decide I'm gonna be the next baby mama. Is crazy, but she's like, oh, I know who I'm with. I know who and what he is. There's no secrets or surprises. And Jasmine, I just want to say, baby girl, stand up,
please
up, stand up.
Ooh.
The secondhand embarrassment was radiating off the screen. And
oh my God,
I can't fathom it. Now I understand people having open relationships. I understand that.
This ain't open relationship because that means 2 people get to do it. Only one person in this relationship is stepping out.
Well, that's because she's at home being a mother and packing him lunches and making sure he have a great day at work and cooking for him when he get home and I'll be damned is what I have to say.
Exactly, like my head literally wants to spin around. Like, Jasmine, I'm almost like convinced that you're being mentally manipulated. I'm almost like, because it's just no way that you are this dumb. I just can't go out on a limb. Somebody has to be manipulating you, has to be controlling you, and you feel like you don't have no voice but to go along with whatever they said. Because there is absolutely no way someone can publicly humiliate me time and time and time again. And never does he try to clean it up. You always have to come and clean it up. Because he is cool with sitting on embarrassing you. Whatever he said, he gonna stand on it. And you always got to come back and be like, I know him, and do you?
Well, it's the whole defense mechanism thing. Like, girls, who you trying to convince? You're trying to convince us, or you trying to convince yourself? Because let's be clear. When she did her little comedy routine, not little, I'm sorry, because that sounds shady. But when she did her stand-up comedy routine, and she was specifically saying, "Oh, y'all don't know what y'all would do until a man with money press you, honey. I got an idea." Right. I got a suggestion. Right. Ain't no way. And listen, right. I'm never giving a baby to a man who already has a basketball team, a starting five full of them. Like, you just can't. You can't pay me to be the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth baby mama. Like, I see the train wreck happening, and it needs to stop.
I'm not even interested in nobody that got that many baby mamas and kids. You can't even get my attention, celebrity or not. I don't care. None of that interests me, because I know what I want for my life. Right. And you don't fit the bill. It ain't that serious. You don't know what you're going to do when a rich dude start putting that pressure on you to have a baby. Not have it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep spending that money. I'm going to keep taking them flights. I'm going to keep enjoying their company. But what you're not going to do is tie me down with a child and put me and my kid in last place. It never gave last, okay? I'm a winner chicken dinner. I've always been that, okay? It's never been that. Okay?
That's so, because honey, I've done it. I would never do it again. Dated a man with multiple baby mamas, and when I tell you, it is the most chaotic. It's the loneliest. It's the most disrespectful. Like, it does not make sense. And people love to say, "Oh, well, Nick Cannon is able to." Shut up talking to me, because it still looks stupid. And I know Mariah's skin is crawling every day. She wake up and she realized that she was ever.
Oh, it's so bad.
You making children after they had twins, because and then got and let's transition, because remember when Nick Cannon did his little interview when he said that he felt insecure because Mariah had all these things and he saw that she didn't really need him. And this is what men do. This is what they do, because they're so insecure and they have to fill this unfillable void in their soul with multiple women and making all these children, because they're searching for the unconditional love that their mommy never gave them. Because
and control. Listen, a lot of that is control. They go after women who don't have as much as they have, because it's all about control. It's all about, okay, well, I got it. What you gonna do for it? That's literally the dynamic of that entire relationship. She even said it in her comedy skit. She's talking about what you gonna do when I'm rich, because you're not rich. If I was rich, I would have never got on the stage and said, what you gonna do when I'm rich? Because I don't look at you as rich. You get what I'm saying? My perception of you is not that, because we in the same league. So it's just that's the power dynamic of those relationships. They seek women who don't have enough. And so when they come into the presence of money, you getting gifts, you getting showered with this, that, and third, your perception is off. You can't think straight, because you want this lifestyle to last forever. And you're going to do whatever you got to do, say whatever you got to say, and deal with whatever you got to deal with to keep it. And that's the most unfortunate part, that you don't never realize you're being taken full advantage of. You're literally being taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's all tied together. All this stuff that we're seeing, I really just feel like a lot of men are looking for their mommies.
Yes.
And whether you think that you can buy her affection and control, you feel like something in your life is so out of control that you have to manipulate and control another human being, is wild to me. And so for Jasmine, who is beautiful and talented, funny, and can buy her own whatever, I'm baffled. I'm so flabbergasted as to why she's dealing with this man who already, he didn't need another baby mama, sis. He had.
Let's dissect this real quick, because I'm gonna tell you what I think, friend. Because I'm dissecting this relationship.
I'm listening.
I'm just putting myself in Jasmine's shoes, right? And the reason why I'm saying that is because being with somebody like that, who's very self-centered, he does come off a bit like a narcissist. He do have some very entitled ways about him. The way he speaks, the way he kind of answers questions, just his overall being, right? His existence. Getting in a relationship with somebody like that, if you're not 100% secure in yourself or have your own thoughts, could easily mess you up. I could see how he could trip somebody because he is a know-it-all. He can't never be wrong. He's a know-it-all. You know what I'm saying? He just know everything. And then your opinion and what you believe in starts to get swayed and warped because you got somebody trying to shift your perspective on what you know is right. And that's what I'm thinking about in this situation. I don't think that she was as grounded as she should have been before she got with somebody like that. And that's how she ended up here. That's right.
I agree, but I don't think there's a level of groundedness that would ever persuade me to be with somebody like Cam Newton, because it doesn't make any sense. And like you said, if you're not secure in yourself, you can be easily confused. Been there, done that, wrote a book, and bought several t-shirts. So I'm in no way trying to be judgmental as if I'm better than her or anything like that. Right. Yeah, but baby girl, like read the room and understand that this. And then the thing too is, like you're saying, he has the power, he has the status, he has the influence. So yes, he can make a lot of things happen for you. But now this is where I do feel like I'm a little bit, not necessarily hopeless as the term when people try to describe it. They're kind of like, oh, you'll do anything for it. Like hopeless romantic, when they say that, they feel like, oh, I just believe. Only thing that I believe that what God has for me is not gonna miss me.
Come on.
So I'm trying to understand, like, girl, like dating him, getting flued out, being at award shows and having a good time, great. Having his baby, insanity. No. Insanity.
No. Because he just, and he let us know all the time, he's gonna have more. He's gonna create more broken homes. He obviously is still cheating on you. We don't know if he got a baby on the way. You know what I mean? And for you to just be this much of a writer is not warranted. There is nothing about this relationship that I feel like you need to be going that hard for. I almost want you to just sit in the back of the bus and be quiet. Shut up. Stop talking. Like, get in the back of the bus and shut up. Because stop talking. I want her to stop talking. Take the abuse in silence.
No, facts, because girl, stop telling us that you're doing this. And you know what frustrates me the most about all of this is that it just, every time I see stuff like this, I be like, Lord, it just didn't have to be like this.
It didn't have to
it did not have to be like this.
No, it didn't have to be like this.
It did not. And then she's successful in her own right. So, girl, I'm just trying to figure out, is there a number, Lynee? Because a lot of women have a number. Is there a dollar amount that can be placed on what you're willing to accept from a man? Now, we say it. Jasmine told us already. You say you ain't gonna fold, but when a rich man pull up on you and put that pressure, everybody can be bought. Now, I personally, I'm gonna tell you right now, my number is gonna be so high that you can't agree to it.
Give me $1 billion and I see what we talk about. Give me $1 billion.
$1 billion?
Yeah.
Would you have a baby for somebody? Would you have a baby for somebody?
No, you said just talk to him. You said talk to him.
No.
Jerrilyn, you went from talking to sleeping. No, ma'am. We said talk to him, date him, get to know him.
But I'm saying, like, would you give a man a baby who has, like, okay, say there's a wealthy billionaire who has 6 baby mamas and he wants to make you the 7th, and he said that he will give you $800 million just to do it.
He the billionaire. I only get 800. Why can't I get 500 million? Cause like, I'm trying to understand. Why I only gotta get 8? I would like the 500 million, please. And then I will push the baby out. 500 million, I'll push the baby out. 500 million, you got it. You got it.
I don't know.
You got it.
I feel like
you got it.
Which, you know, I have to bring this part back. I feel like for me, understanding the black female mortality rate in this country as it pertains to childbirth, there is not a number that is worth me possibly going into surgery for an emergency C-section and not making it in a country that can't decide if they want to let women have autonomy over their bodies. So I'm sorry, sir.
Lord have mercy.
500 million ain't gonna be enough for me.
Ooh, girl.
Now,
I want that baby though. I do want that baby. That's a royalty baby.
Now, what I will do is go on Amazon and get a fake pregnancy test and fake a
Oh my God, Jerrilyn, no! No! I cannot believe. Oh my God,
Listen, my best graphic designer on this sonogram, honey. Oh, look, there go the dick right there. Look at the head. He got the head.
Oh my God, I'm so done. Look.
And then one day,
yeah,
man, no heart.
You are crazy, but you smart, and I like that. You crazy as hell.
Listen,
but you
it's
smart.
always the way, sis. There is always a way. One thing about me, I'm used to making something out of nothing. So you say, what's the contingency? Okay, let's get to work. Me and my team will be on it.
Yeah. Woo, Jesus. Yeah,
that's
500 mil. 500 mil. I can make a way out of no way with that baby. Me and my child, we leaving too. I can't stay with him.
Absolutely.
I could have had a kid. I was dipping. We gone.
Yeah.
Now I'm a single mother with $5 million. That don't sound that bad. When you think about being a single mom, it's not bad when you got 500 million.
No, he's finna be a single father because he's keeping the baby.
Why? You just don't want the baby. I want the baby.
Oh, okay.
Jerrilyn, we are not talking about. Jerrilyn do not want no kids, Lord. I feel like every day I'm trying to convince you to have a baby.
Girl.
Like, babies are beautiful.
They are. And you know what? I honestly do. I love children. Like, I love the way the newborns smell. I love when I see them accomplishing a goal. I like when they learn something that I taught them. I like when they show me affection. I like watching them be excited about things. What I don't like is being legally responsible for them. Because let me tell you something about my nephew this weekend.
Sure.
My brother gonna see this video and he gonna be like, "Don't be putting my baby business out there." He gonna say,
I ain't nothing to do with this, brother.
He gonna say, "Girl, I was there for like 4 days." And so the first day we went to grab food and stuff, just hung out at the house, nothing too special. The second day we did like the trick-or-treating and all that stuff. But when I got in the car, both days I had on jeans. They were 2 different pairs of jeans, but my nephew gonna look down at me and say, "TT, them the same jeans you had on yesterday?"
Oh, not clocking that T. You better clock it. You better clock it.
Okay, first of all, get in the fighting stance because I'm about to square up with you. Because where is your daddy? Where is your daddy? Oh my God.
Jerrilyn,
man, be sick.
These kids too grown.
I said, baby, I just got in the car. You're not gonna start with me as soon as I get in.
You ain't get no hello. Hey, how you doing? Nothing.
TT, I missed you. Nothing. What's up with your pants? What's up with your pants, TT? I was like, God damn. Oh. And so that just reminded me. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna have, because I just know I gave my parents hell when I was a kid. Not like I wasn't a bad kid, but they encouraged me to speak up for myself. I had original opinions. I had my own thoughts, and I was very vocal about that. And it took me, oddly enough, a long time in adulthood to like really get to that place where I didn't mind speaking up for myself. And to see these kids, these new children, these Gen Z and later, baby, they have opinions. They different. And we didn't have opinions growing up. We couldn't.
That's so true. We was not allowed to talk.
Because I said so and get out my face.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because that's what I said. I said what I said.
That part right there.
That was it. So I was bad as a little kid. But I was sneaky. I figured out as a kid how to be sneaky and not get caught. Child. That's how my childhood went. I used to be real bad. I used to beat up people. I used to go to the playground. I used to smack adults in the face if they got too close to me as a kid. Girl, it's bad. Like I
beat them up.
But then, girl, beat them up. Yup. And then I got older and I realized, like, because I knew my mother wanted me to be good, so I figured out how to be good in my mom's present. But it was Chucky's bride. The minute you drop me off at that person's house, girl, it's bad. Like, I was so sneaky. It was really bad when I got older. I realized how to be sneaky and good. I know. Now, I don't have any regrets. I don't have any regrets, but
of course you don't. Let's have Lenee's mother on the next episode.
No.
Because I'm gonna need a counter argument because I feel like my spirit is telling me some of the details are off.
Stop. She doesn't know a thing. I don't
think I was that bad. The worst thing, I was like, I feel like I was a decent kid. The worst thing about me is I just had an attitude. My mouth was smart. I had an attitude. Like, I wasn't like stealing cars or doing drugs or having sex and nothing like that. I just had a smart mouth and nothing has changed. So,
right.
It's giving. Right. It's giving. I knew what I wanted to be when I grew up very early.
Very true.
And I stuck to the script.
Very true.
So all that being said, girl, raising kids is a lie. And if they mouth is half as lethal as mine has been at times, I can't see just casually doing it with somebody who will get on national TV, social media, and say these things like
tell you how much they don't care about you.
How
just
little
pretty
they
much in layman's term.
How little they respect you, which is, I think that's what we're seeing.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's standing on business, big business, 10 toes deep on it. Because this is the second interview we've seen where he's totally disrespected her and doesn't care. Because he's like, she'll clean it up. Girl, say something to the people. Well, I mean, don't write something and tell them you all right.
Right. But he can't treat her any better than she's gonna allow. Like, I mean, we want Jazz to stand up, but also, girl, you let them fight back.
She don't got no fight in her.
But I mean, 4 baby mamas is crazy. I ain't never looked at a dude with 3 baby mamas and said, you know what you need?
Another one. DJ Khaled done real quick. DJ Khaled. Yeah, me neither. I'm good on that.
I can't. So, I mean, would you rather be single, I guess you're saying, obviously, than to, before you answer fast, because I know you. Rather than having the lavish trips, living in luxury, having people wait on you hand and foot, taking all these trips, and not having a single care in the world. You're telling me you would rather be single and pay all your bills yourself?
No. Who said that? $100 million? I thought, girl, I had planned this life out with the $500 million. What did we take away from her? You took that money away from me? Was this deal or no deal? What happened? Did I answer the question wrong? What happened?
Unfortunately, you accepted the $500 million too late, and it has been stripped away from you. So now you have to decide: either you're going to live in luxury and get cheated on publicly, or you're going to pay all your bills yourself. It can't be that hard, friend. Rashida doing it. It can't be that hard. So
you better Rashida catching strays. No, she not.
My name is Rashida. I rap like Shawty Low. Why did K. Michelle do that? Why did K. Michelle do that? The way she tormented that, she terrorized that girl on Love and Hip Hop.
She did. I had to take her off. K. Michelle, that's my girl. She don't take nothing off nobody, and I love her for that.
And I love it, but I'll never get over when her and Kirk was in that car and she let him hear that new single. And he looked like he was disgusted. He looked like he hated her and the song. She was like, you know how many girls can relate to this? Rashida, please.
Stop.
Can you read
my cheekbones is hurting laughing.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, we have clowned way too much today. We touched on some very serious topics, but of course, we always gonna bring y'all the funny. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap up today, but I want to make sure that y'all stay posted. We got some pretty big announcements coming soon. So Lynee, I think now would be a good time
to what?
To tell the fans.
Oh no, we got gone too soon. Okay.
I mean, just till next week. But
oh yeah, y'all. So we'll be back on Thursday. But for now, so long, my friend, until we meet again. But no, y'all, for real, we're about to head out. Of course, we love being here every Thursday. You can listen to us on YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, or whatever you listen to your podcast. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And baby, we'll see y'all next Thursday. Okay. Peace.
Bye.